morning, it's Monday morning and it's another full week of training. So yes, today's Monday. Today I'm doing 3 16-minute blocks of 210 to 230 watts with a 20-minute warm-up and like 4 minutes rest in between. They said that this could be done on the turbo or outside, but I just find it easy to do it on the turbo time-wise, so that's like an hour and 20. So yeah, that is what I'm doing today. And yeah, I meant to, like I said in the last training vlog, I'm meant to be doing 200k on Saturday, but I've checked the weather this morning and it's gonna snow, so I think that's gonna be another 200k that I'm not gonna be doing, but we'll see. I'm not gonna rule it out just yet, but rain and cold's one thing and snow is definitely one that I'm not riding in, so I might have to just do another session on Zwift, but until then this is what I'm doing. It's snowing already. You see those little flakes? And 2 of the 3 sets, and I'm so sweaty. I think that's what these vlogs are. I'm just like, yep, I'm doing this. Yes, I'm very sweaty. I found it hard this morning. I don't know why, whether I didn't eat enough yesterday. My legs just feel really sluggish. I can't get the cadence up. But actually it's snowing really bad out now. Look at this. It's snowing! And I've learnt my lesson from the last 200k I attempted. I'm not doing it in bad weather. Like, I just refuse to do it, so let's do something else. She had a broken arm, it was broken. How good is this for timing for the end? The whole end of a Glastonbury set. I'm on my cool down. I just listened to the whole of the Glastonbury set for Arctic Monkeys in like 2013. As if it's that long ago. And literally the last 2 seconds of my effort, and it was the last few chords of the song. So I'm like, that was perfect. That is a tip that I would give you if you are doing like long efforts. I say like they were like 16 minutes. I always put like a music on or some kind of video to kind of watch rather than watching Zwift. I just rather listen to music. But yeah, that is me done. I've got a 5 minute cool down actually. But I've done a minute of it now, so I better get showered. It's Tuesday and I was on the early at work today, so it meant that I couldn't do it first thing in the morning, and it's a good thing because you can see there it has been snowing really badly, so I'm going to be doing it on the turbo, and I need to do 5 6-minute intervals of 230 to 260 with the warm-up obviously, and that's pretty much it I think. I'm going to show you some stuff on the bike. And do you have any questions about the whole coaching thing? Do you have any other, I mean, are you being coached? I'm interested to see how many of you are actually being coached or would actually want to be coached. Just because I find it interesting to see. I think the only thing is like it forces you on days where I've come back and I'm like, to be honest, I can't really be bothered because I have been at work all day and I'm like, oh, can I really be bothered with riding? But it makes you get on the bike and do it. And then the thing is, once you're on and riding, yeah, you're more than happy to be riding anyway. So let's get on. It's going to be intense, it's going to be short, it's going to be sharp. I like these ones best. Hello! I'm very sorry. I meant to do a video straight after I'd finished riding, but I've had a shower and I've had my tea in between. So now I'm just chatting about it. And I feel what I wanted to talk to you about was, I feel like having a fan, not even just a fan turned on, directly on your face is so much more important. I feel like today's session was just like, really loved it. I absolutely loved it. It was just like really steady. I felt strong. I felt good. And in comparison to yesterday, I felt like I couldn't get the watts up. And the only difference between, obviously, the different sessions and it's different time of day, that might have something to do with it, but I feel like the fan helped a lot. So if you're feeling like too tired to be able to do these workouts, make sure your fan is on a position that I like it kind of like on my face rather than just like on my legs. Someone said that you meant to have it from below coming up, so it actually feels like what you would feel on the outside if you're on the roads. But that made a massive difference today for me feeling there. I wasn't like sweating off my head as much. So definitely, if you don't have a fan and you're doing Zwift, like, what are you doing? You need to have a fan, because in the comparison to when I first started doing it, it was so hard. And then I think having a fan makes such a big difference. So that is my little tip. I feel like what I'm going to do every single day when I do these now, I'm going to give a little tip rather than you just getting like, oh, I've done this, this and this, because it is quite repetitive. I feel like I'm going to try and come up with a little tip for you. So that is today's tip. Make sure the fan is angled like to your across your chest and across your face. Look at that. Oh, look at that. That's it's a burn. One time I went out, and God knows how long I curled my hair, and I burnt my chest. I was curling it like that, and then I held the wand, and it just like, look at it. It's so red and painful. But it's so cold in Manchester, so that's why I'm sat in my dressing gown after having a shower. So yes, that is my tip for today. In fact, if you have one tip, leave it below, because your one tip that you think nothing of might really help somebody else. So leave a tip, leave a comment. Don't leave this video without giving me a tip to share with other cyclists. So I will see you for the next ride. This is the weather in the UK. It is horrible. It's so windy. I don't know if you can hear the wind. So that is the weather. And due to the weather, yesterday, as you'll have seen by now, the internet was down, so I couldn't use Zwift. So I had another rest day, and I'm quite glad of it, to be honest. I'm feeling quite, I don't know if it's just because of the cold. I just feel a little bit like not 100%. So I'm just going to take it steady on today's session. I'm doing 3 17 minutes between 210 and 230 watts, and I just need to take it really steady because I don't want to like push and make myself ill. Tomorrow, which is tomorrow, which is Saturday, I was meant to be doing another Audax, but there is, in fairness, it's actually been cancelled because it's just so bad, the weather in the UK at the minute. It's even a bit of a chore to get to my car, and yeah, the weather is not biking weather, and yeah, it's not good at all. So an hour and 20 minutes on Zwift, see how I get on. I don't know whether I'll complete it all just because I just don't feel 100%. I'll see how I get on though. I'm going to try it, see how I feel. Fingers crossed I'll be okay. And I'll give you today's quick tip. When I'm on the trainer, because I sweat so much, I always use a little bit of this. I don't use it to the amount it says to use. I just put like, that's a litre bottle, and I literally just put like maybe a one to 2 scoops. So it's basically just, what are the ingredients? It's basically just sugar and salts, which is why I like this one, and it's obviously vegan. So where's the ingredients on it? Maltodextrin, fructose, natural flavouring, acidity regulator, and sea salt. So I really like that. I don't think it's particularly expensive either, but it's the wiggle one of it, so I really like it. I've tried the orange one, but I prefer this like berry flavoured one. You just shake it up, so I always have that, but it just always gets stuck in the bottom, so make sure you shake it up That was actually a lot better than I expected it to be. I thought I was going to be like dying, and it was actually alright. So I always like, even though I feel rough when I get up, not every day but some days, always just try it and see how your legs are, because I'm quite surprised myself. I feel better now as well for doing it. Sometimes you just need to pump that lymph, I reckon. So that is Friday's sesh completed. Today's tip is going to be how to create your own workout on Zwift. Although I'm going to do a separate whole video on this, but this is just kind of a very brief overview of what you need to do. So you get onto the workout section just above there, and then you click create your own workout, and then you just get on here and then just choose which zone you want to be in on the right hand side there, and then how long you want to do it for. You just basically can just like drag and drop, which is just so easy. It is so cold. And it's like 9:30 and it's so snowy outside still. But I know like in 10 minutes I'll have warmed up, I can take this off, but it is cold. It has been like really bad. Like wind, snow, ice, so at least I am inside, but oh god, it's freezing. But it's a good little tip, isn't it, about the create your own workout. I really like it, especially for doing like workout sessions. It's very helpful, but oh my god, my hands are just freezing. Yeah, I'm done. God. So basically what's happening, each of the intervals is getting longer and the rest in between is getting shorter. Oh, I've already said that, but god, I love it. I absolutely love it. I don't like the idea of getting out of bed, getting out into the cold. But as soon as I'm done it, I'm like, or as soon as I'm doing it, I just love it. I love that feeling of just like, just like, I can't even explain it. You know what it's like when you're just pushing. So yeah, that is all the cycling I will be doing today. Like I say, because the snow is that bad, I cannot wait. It just makes you realise and appreciate like when the weather's nice. And it's not very often in the UK where there's like that severe weather you can't even get out on your bike. So so good. And also because I've got the ride across Britain in September, it's almost like I want to keep pushing. It's like my motivation. Sorry, my mouth is like gluey. Blah. But yeah, that's like my motivation to keep doing these sessions, keep pushing, just because I feel like it's going to make that absolute epic 9 days of cycling slightly easier, more manageable. I don't know. We shall see. Did I mention that today I was meant to be doing a 200k Odax? But again, the weather has scuppered it and I'm on the trainer. But I'd rather that than me riding in the snow for 200k. It's actually cancelled, it's been postponed till August, so I'll be able to still ride it, but just in nicer weather hopefully. Good morning! Today is Sunday and I have just a very gentle 30-minute sesh on the bike, so I'm quite happy about that. I'm that happy I'm not even wearing proper cycling bibs, I'm just wearing shorts. So, getting the legs out. And then I'm gonna get on, I've got a jumper on because it is so cold, so that is what I'm wearing. Vegan runners, repping the vegan runners jersey. And these shorts that my lovely friend Carly gave me when I was in Thailand, I'm still wearing them like 3 years later. Today's tip involves these bottles, and in themselves they are a good tip because they're almost a litre each, so if you're going on long rides you don't have to keep stopping for water. And they are elite, they were like £5 or £6 each. But the tip is, I always have one with water and one with either like sugar water, either like high five stuff, juice maybe. And I really dislike the taste that you get after you've put kind of juice in one and then you rinse it out. It always still tastes no matter how much you wash it. So I have a specified one, if you can see here. That is basically just a hair bubble. And it might not kind of seem a good tip unless you're female, but I always put the bobble around that one so I know which one is which. And also, if ever you lose a hair bobble on a ride, you've always got a spare. So that is how I sort out my water on long rides. So that ends this week's training, and yeah, I'm off to work later on this afternoon, and tomorrow we'll start next week's whole week of training, which I will be sharing, of course, via these weekly training vlogs. And let me know if you do like them, if there's anything else you want me to include in them. And yeah, it's all good training for the Ride Across Britain in September, so yeah, really enjoying it, and I will see you next week. That's everyone. I'm beginning to think I imagined you all along.